I want to take you through how to do the first homework. You'll need the Moodle app and the Google Sheets app. This video is designed to take you through doing this on your phone. I'm in the Moodle app. In the dashboard, there at the bottom, you can see dashboard is highlighted. And I want my MS-150 Statistics Summer course. I first want to note that the book is available to you right here in Moodle. Introduction to Statistics using Google Sheets. There's every chapter down through chapter 12. You can start in the introduction here. At the bottom, you can scroll through the chapters, or at the upper right is a bookmark that opens up the table of contents and you can jump right to a chapter. You should be reading the chapter that goes with the homework on that day that the homework is due. You read the textbook and then work on the homework. The first chapter, sample size, will introduce you to population, to samples, and the concept of the sample size, which uses the count function. These are functions that we use in spreadsheets, the count function. And then it goes through levels of measurement and how they interact and nest within each other, and more background that will be useful to you, including, just for information's sake, the various speed limits in the different states, as very few people actually seem to know what the legal speed limits technically are. Well, with that said, that's the textbook. After you've read the textbook, you can, when you need to look up ideas that you've forgotten, go to the slides here, and you can jump right back to chapter 1. You'll get this message. You can cancel it, don't show again, and say OK, and I'll go ahead and open it up. And this will review the concepts, including the functions. And so it's a review of the textbook, not intended to replace the textbook, but simply a review. And so you can use that to review the different ideas that you read in chapter 1. Once you've read the textbook, maybe looked over the slides, then attempt the homework. That homework, in this case, is down here. These data explorations, they're longer. They go from a Thursday to a Wednesday. This is a regular homework assignment down here. Chapter 1, Section 1, Sample Size and Types of Measurement. Open that up and read through the directions. You can see that you're going to be working with the spreadsheet. When I tap on that spreadsheet, I'll get that message again. I'll say, OK, I don't bother to clear it. You should use your college email account, your comfsm.edu.fm account. I'll borrow a separate account to mimic doing the homework. And I'll say, OK. And look at the top left. See the word view only? You cannot edit this file. It's view only. On a laptop or desktop, you will directly get asked, do you want to make a copy? And your laptop will make a copy of the file for you. But on a phone, you will not get a copy automatically. You'll have to go to the upper right 3-dot menu and tell it, make a copy. Right here, I'm going to make a change though. I'm going to give the copy the name DLL, and then the rest of it. And I'm actually going to select the beginning part here, just part of it. You can select all of it if you really want to, and press copy. That's going to load this onto my clipboard. I'm going to need that later on. You'll see when. Hang around for the end, as they say. That will now make a copy that I can edit. Now when I tap here, I have an ability to, at the very bottom, tap in the blank, and I can start typing the answers to these questions. The questions are over here in column E. The data is in column A. And so the answers will go in column D. So I'm going to want to do the sample size for the car speed data. Go ahead and use the function equals the count, and as I type, you'll see functions appearing above the blank or at the middle of my screen. I can just tap count, and that will load that function right in. I'm going to tap in A1, tap and drag. So it's a tap, tap, and drag, and it takes a little practice, but there you go. Whoops, a little bit up, a little bit up. There we go. These values, A1 to A26, will vary for each and every homework. So you don't always use these numbers. You use whatever the data goes down to. I pressed a check. Boom, 25. Now I have to answer these questions to come back from the information in Chapter 1. This is pretty simple. Go through that. And this has a few hints to help you along the way. And don't forget, you may have to scroll down to see where the last data point is. There won't always be these cute arrows there. That's just decoration. So once I filled in all 4 questions and I'm done with my homework, I can press check and I can then press back and go back to my homework, back to my sheet screen. Now I'm back on my main screen of my phone. I'm going to submit my assignment. You can submit your assignment from the Moodle app. For technical reasons, I can't do that. I don't have access to student mode in the app. So I'm borrowing my browser, and if you ever need to, your browser can also log into the COM FSM Moodle. And here I'm a student, so I'm going to go to Sample Size and Levels of Measurement, Add Submission, the blue button right at the middle. Now, this is a little small, but halfway down the screen where it says Add Submission, there's a dialog box, and in the upper left corner, there's a circle with a plus sign in it. You'll have to zoom in on your screen, potentially. But I'm going to click on that plus sign right there in the corner. No, I missed by just a little. Go over there. We go. This is what I want, the Moodle file picker. And if it isn't set up already, I need the Google, the bottom item. You'll notice it does not pull up a recent files. This is where I have to search for that file name that I saved. I saved that file name back here in my clipboard, right there. So I'm borrowing my clipboard, at least in Android, to grab it, or I could copy and paste it. Your phone will have its own ins and outs. But this is an Android that I'm working on. And now let me reduce the keyboard out of the way, because with that in, I'm going to, well, I'll just use my keyboard then. I'm going to press the magnifying glass. That'll work on this phone. And there's my file. You can tell it's a Google Sheets because the extension is G Sheet. So I'm going to tap on that G Sheet file, and then I'm going to say select this file. That's the symbol for a Google Sheets file. You'll notice it converted it, if you're paying close attention, in the dialog box it says .xlsx. It has been converted to an Excel file. That's exactly what Moodle does. It converts files to a single format, in this case an Excel format. And then I'm going to say Save Changes. And that will then submit my homework. I've now submitted my homework, and I can wait, submitted for grading. Not yet graded, I can wait for a grade. Always check your notifications up here, that little bell. Those are your notifications. Do check. The notification is that I've submitted something undoubtedly, but you should be checking your notifications regularly. So that's kind of the round trip for the homework. Homework comes in as spreadsheets. The data explorations, as noted in another video, come in as slide presentations. They are presentations, not spreadsheets. But the regular homework assignments for sections come in just as spreadsheets. If you have questions, please ask. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your patience. Let me know any and all questions you might have. Thank you.